Yeah.
Hey there, guys and gals, and welcome to the first FourGuysGame podcast with me, Branden, Sam, and Bush. We're going to be discussing the new Xbox One today, see what we think, and that kind of stuff. You guys ready? Alright,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, sure.
we saw the Xbox One reveal yesterday, and what did you guys think?
I like the advert. I thought that was the best part about it.
The one that zoomed in on it?
The beginning
What?
I love your standards. I love your standards, Sam.
The
Oh.
beginning bit with the Chinese guy who said, "I started a revolution."
Oh yeah, like the first
Revolution.
30 seconds of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the part that had Jack in it.
Yeah. Jack Patillo.
Who's
And Barbara.
The
Or
guy
no,
from
was it Barbara
Street-
or Kara, Brandon?
I think it was Barbara.
It was
Okay.
Barbara.
Alright. Because they all look alike. Come on. They're both blonde.
Yeah, they're all
both
blonde.
hot.
So the reveal I thought was bad, but you know, what can you do? I felt like there was way too much. Well, everybody's pretty much heard this by now. There was way too much on TV and not enough on the actual console itself,
Yeah.
gaming wise.
Well, yeah,
Didn't
but I
really
think they were saving that for E3.
Yep. Yeah, they're going
Which-
to say that for E3, I'm sure of it.
But that's not a good idea when you're selling a game console, and the first time you talk about it, you don't even talk about the whole,
Well,
gaming
they did.
purpose
They
of
did
it.
better than Sony because they actually showed the console.
That's true.
Yeah. But you know, the fact that it can that certain games can be always on, and that you have to log into Xbox Live once every 24 hours,
Yeah.
and just certain things like that.
They
Ugh.
said on the Xbox reveal that you're going to be able to transfer your account over to the new Xbox One.
Yep.
That's
quite
true.
good, I
Which is a good thing, because I don't feel like starting over all my gamer score, or will they
Yeah,
make you start
especially
over?
when you're probably going to have to buy membership as well.
Yeah,
No,
that's gonna-
membership's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same for Xbox One and Xbox
So is it-
360.
Does that mean you get to keep your old membership? Like what I have right now is the year plan. Will I be able to keep
Yep.
that when I transfer over to one?
Yep,
All right.
it'll all be the same. It's because they don't want to have there's no backwards compatibility, so they're like, hey, you
Which
can
is
own an
shit.
Xbox 360 and an Xbox One, which it's the PS4 can't do it. It's just the hardware can't handle it.
To me, that doesn't make any sense.
Architecture,
But I'll go ahead and believe you, Joel. I'll believe you because you're my boss.
it's true.
Suck
And I mean, you're always gonna have a Connect, which is really interesting. I mean, what about
Yep.
that?
I like the
That's
voice
cool.
activation. The fact that,
That-
you can just say
yeah,
Xbox
that's
on
amazing.
and it'll turn on.
Yeah, but wasn't that with the old Kinect as well?
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't like
Oh.
that.
Well, that's pretty cool. But do you think that they'll give you an option to buy it without the Kinect?
No,
And
it's standard
No,
with
it
the
com-
Kinect.
yeah, it comes with
Right.
everyone.
It's coming with it.
so what do you think about the
Which
price
I think
then?
is
I
quite
mean,
good, though.
It'll
They
be
didn't announce
higher
price.
than normal.
yeah, I was thinking like
I don't think it should be higher than normal if they were smart.
Wait. See, what my friend said to me today is it sounds quite like clever in a sense. They're not going to make it too expensive because then, if they do, it's going to be in PC prices. So people may as well just get a good PC if it's too
Oh.
expensive.
good point.
True.
All right.
I'm thinking it's going to be 400 to 500 for the standard. It's probably going to be 400. The better one's probably going to be around 500 for a bigger hard drive and stuff like that, and more controllers, and probably a game or two.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just hoping it's affordable for me because I'm poor.
yeah, I'll be able to afford it.
I'm with you,
so
Bush.
there will be videos in the future from that. What do you guys think of the new controller?
I
didn't
actually
really
think
talk
it
about
looks
it.
really good.
It
Yeah,
looks
me
cool,
too.
yeah, but they didn't really talk about it. I mean, yeah.
I wanted to
Again,
see-
E3.
What?
Yeah, exactly. But they
E3.
should have. They should
I
have
wanted
talked about.
to see the back of it. They didn't show the back of it.
True. However, they did release videos with different people that actually went and talked about the controller. Like, they talked about it. It's going to be 15% faster for transferring data to the actual Xbox. They have the 4 rumble things, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it has a removable battery, so I think.
No,
There is
no,
a
they
like,
didn't.
slide.
Apparently
not
it's got
removable.
built-in battery. It's going to be
Yeah,
like
it's a
the
built-in
PS3
battery.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they
no, no,
told
no.
us that.
On the back, you can slide off. It's like you can slide off the battery slot, so it'll be removable.
No,
'Cause
Joe, I think
I-
it's going to be like the PlayStation 3 one where you're going to
No,
get
no, no,
like a plain charge kit with it and shit.
No, no, no. I saw the bottom of it. Like, I've seen the bottom of it before. So they had a slidable thing. At least one of them was. They might have ones that had built-in batteries and ones that have removable batteries. So that'll be interesting to see how they do that.
Okay,
So
well,
does that mean
the biggest question for me is the X on there a button?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think it is.
It doesn't look like a button. If you look at like the view that I'm looking at right now,
I'm
does
sure it
not
is
look like a
because
button
it's
at all.
a power button. There has to be a power
Yeah.
button on the controller, so I'm sure it is.
Who
a
says
button.
it's not somewhere on the back?
That's true.
all
No, because
right,
there's
all
no
right.
buttons on the back.
It could
Yeah,
be a
there's
little
buttons on
sketchy.
the back.
Video of the controller right now on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know how they handle the 4 rumble packs. That'll be cool. I wonder how good the battery's going to be, because the current like charging thing isn't very good. Then again, it is using USB 3.0, so it will charge pretty quickly.
I have no idea what that means.
It,
A little bit
it looks
quicker.
pretty nice,
Down.
the back of the controller.
Yeah, it does. It's like just sleek, a lot more sleek than the current 360. I don't know. I like the current 360 controller. If it's not as nice as that, I'm going to cry.
But what you're saying is that there's already a rechargeable battery with the default controller that you get.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I was trying to say as well.
Alright, well that's pretty cool. So you don't have to waste thousands of dollars on AA batteries.
Or you could have bought a charging plug kit.
Yeah. that's
Yep, it is a
what I
button,
think.
guys. It's a button.
Okay, sweet. My question is, do you know those buttons that are, it's like taking the place of the start and select area?
Yeah.
Are those going to be touch like the current Xbox like eject button and power button, the slim one, or are they actual physical buttons?
I think they're actually.
I think
it looks-
I
I think
they're
it's gonna be
physical
touch.
buttons. They're physical.
They're physical.
Are you
That's
sure?
what I was thinking.
Because they
I-
look
I
a
just-
lot like the eject button on the current slim.
I just saw a close up. But if it was the button you're trying to set is, that'd be quite annoying. I think people would get very
Yeah.
frustrated if it was.
Because I get frustrated with the slim right now that you can, like, for example, if you're leaning over the slim and you accidentally touch that eject button, it's very, very, very annoying.
Yeah.
It looks like the new eject button is the same thing as it was in the past generation too, the really annoying one. I felt like the design of it is kind of retro. I don't think it's that
looks
bad.
alright.
And it's really
Honestly,
not
I'm
that hot.
buzzing for the new Xbox so much.
It's gonna be good. I felt like when they were showing off games, they shouldn't have shown off Call of Duty. Because, like, their new lighting engine, you could see the sun, and then the rays coming in a different angle from the sun. Which
Well,
was kind
Was
of...
it really?
Yep, the sun. You could see the sun, like the main sun. No. The picture is, you can see the sun, like, coming through you, then you know the circle.
Yeah.
And then you saw the streaks of light coming down from the left.
Wow.
Well,
Which is...
Skype on the new Xbox is going to be pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they didn't really show too many games. I mean, like, the number one game that they showed were frickin' sports games. I know that people
Yeah.
like to play those, but it wouldn't be my pick to show off the new
sports
console.
game and Call of Duty. I felt like they didn't show the new Halo, which is kind of stupid.
Well,
And I know the E3's coming up, but you just announced your system.
There isn't a new Halo, Joe.
Yeah, it's a TV series that they're going to be making.
I know. I understand that there's not a new Halo. They should have announced a new Halo.
Nah, I don't think Halo. I don't think Halo's going to make any more games,
It's
really.
going to be made by 343 if there is.
Well, no. They've already announced they're going to make a trilogy out of Halo 4. I mean, there's 2 more games already in the making after this. It's already announced.
I think they should have been talking more about Destiny, have people from Destiny, Bungie come up and talk about that.
Yep.
Since Bungie built up Xbox, they might as well
It's
have
true.
their people come.
That's a very good point, Bush. I just
Thank
got
you,
back.
True.
Oh, so you like
That's nice. What else is there to talk about? I feel like we've almost Blu-ray. That's nice. Is there anything
the
else that we
Blu-ray.
need to hit? I think
The whole
that's
live
pretty much.
TV and all that shit.
Yeah, it's mostly for entertainment.
Yeah, I felt like it was originally. I think it was more aimed at the whole use it as a thing in your room right away. I felt like they really should have hounded more on this as an Xbox and stuff like that. Because with the Xbox 360, like when they showed off the games and like the demos, I was like, wow, that looks extremely nice.
Yeah.
With this, it's like, okay, it looks good.
Yeah, but
but
like
not
Branden
like-
said, Joe, E3 is like 10. I don't know how. Yeah, it's like 10 days.
19
away.
days away. 18
Is
days
it
away.
19. Well,
18.
When is E3 then? 'Cause I can't do quick
It's-
numbers.
It's June
E3
7th.
is June 10?
10?
10.
I thought
11.
10, maybe.
10.
One of those days. It's actually multiple days, Brandon. But
Well, yeah, I know.
yeah,
but it starts.
I understand that like you're gonna show more E3, but it's like you just showed off a gaming console, and for about 90% of that, you talked about TVs and sports, and didn't talk
Yeah.
about the majority of people who are gonna buy it on day one. So you just destroyed yourself in the press.
I suppose that's true, and I'm sure a lot of people are very
I
disappointed.
don't really agree with that, to be honest. I think Xbox it's definitely a good gaming experience, so they wouldn't. All that is going to be really is just a better gaming experience.
I agree, but if you like look around on like the reactions people had with it, it is not positive. Like for example, the PS4 stock, and the Sony stock went up.
The applause was fake, but that's standard.
How do you
Oh.
mean?
The stock for Sony went up after the announcement of the Xbox One. Didn't go down, went up.
So,
That's
about
a good thing.
the backwards compatibility, I'm sure a whole bunch of people are pissed off at that. And I'm wondering, does PC4 or PS4 have
PC4.
backwards?
No,
Sorry, I
it doesn't.
said
Not.
PC. All right.
But they do say in the future they're gonna have downloadable versions of it, which you will be able to play it. Which they did not. Which on Xbox they said it's not gonna happen because you know what? Why don't you just have an Xbox 360 too? Because now we want to steal more money from you. Which
That
it won't be
doesn't
that
make
Good
much.
thing I already have one.
I don't really want to play on two systems at once. I just want to upgrade and move all my stuff to the next
Yeah.
console, though.
I would probably. I might get rid of my old Xbox when I get the Xbox One.
Here's the one thing I have to say about that. First of all, it's not gonna be worth like much at all. And Sam, no more Halo Wars then.
Yeah, it's true. No more
Oh.
Warzy. I never got to the rank of general. I'm a
Halo
major.
Wars
I'm a major, so you know.
wouldn't be in the new system.
Or Bush, if you remember band class,
Yeah, but-
Master Sergeant,
Yo.
level 73.
Yeah,
In the
it's true.
Yeah.
In
Level
the
73.
future, there are going to be amazing strategy games coming out.
I don't know,
Hopefully.
because it took. There was one amazing one on this console, and the company that made it is dead. That leaves me with a lot of hope.
Well, not made by that company, but made by different companies. You know, like the XCOM. They're trying to make a strategy game. It wasn't like Halo Wars, but it's something more
XCOM
like Final
is
Fantasy
pretty
Tactics.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone played that.
I
It's like
think
chess.
there's a chance, but I don't really foresee it in the future. I foresee that it sticks to PC, which I am going to buy a PC in probably. I'm guaranteed going to buy a PC now, a better PC, because I'm not the most happy with this, but who cares?
Yeah.
Hey, do we have any more to say about this, or are we done?
I got nothing.
They showed off way too many sports stuff.
Yeah,
I think
At
we're
least
good.
they,
I
at
quite
least
like
they
that.
showed
The only
like
thing-
4 other games, maybe.
The only
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
they showed
showed off-
FIFA, and Sam likes FIFA, so.
They
Yeah,
showed off
the only
Forza
thing-
5.
The
and
only
I'm-
thing I didn't agree with what them showing was the basketball and the car game.
You don't like
Forza
Forza?
5?
You
Forza
weren't okay
5
with
is-
that?
No, I don't like the car game or basketball.
What? Forza 5
Yeah,
is
but like
badass.
for example, like that FIFA, we don't give any kind of a rip about FIFA. So when that whole thing happened about FIFA, it's like nice, Please move
That's
on.
cool.
So
Yeah,
many
I was
other
kinda
people do though, Joe.
I know. Well, there's a huge market in the U.S., and we're not huge FIFA fans. And for, like, the basketball thing, a lot of people in the U.S. like basketball. Just like we don't like soccer, you don't like basketball. They showed way too much on sports. It was like sports, TV, sports, Call of Duty, done.
What about
Just kinda
Quantum
disappointing.
Break? That game kind of confused me. As a girl and a mom, and they touched each other, and then a boat crashed into a
Yeah.
bridge.
A boat crashed into a bridge.
I don't think it
and
was the
wasn't very
mom,
good
was it?
graphics.
I don't think it was the mom. Yeah, they first started
think it was
showing
the
it,
mom.
and I was like, "Whoa, those graphics are good." Then I realized it was live action.
That was real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
And then I saw the actual game, and I'm like, these graphics aren't that good. Because, like, the graphics were, like, good compared to Xbox 360, but then you look at the Battlefield 4 announcement trailer,
Oh yeah,
and it's
Battlefield.
like, you didn't get anywhere near that. Come on, guys, you just announced a new system. Give us some, this is what it can do, and not just be like, here's some
I
FIFA.
think it's just
Some
going to get
default.
harder and harder to make games look better and better.
No, but have you seen Battlefield 4?
Yeah,
And
I've
the
seen
issue
that,
is
It-
the hardware of the current Xbox of this Xbox is gonna get only got 8 gigs of RAM, which is kind of low. 3 gigs of it is gonna be set to the OS. So that's 5 gigs of RAM, which is fine right now, but in the future that will not be good enough. So
Yeah.
Hey, Joel.
Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta go.
alright, so thanks for watching our podcast. See you guys later. One game that Star Wars did make, and
That was pro.
that
We
would
saw
be a
that.
game that like DICE makes is Battlefront. So there's probably gonna be a Battlefront with the Frostbite engine.
Battlefront 3.
Yeah.
What's Battlefront, Joe?
The sexiest Star Wars game ever.
Star Wars.
It's like Star Wars Call of Duty, pretty much, but better in every single way. And like 5 years, like
That was being called.
yeah, and it came out like